Hey y'all, here's a walkthrough of that Nier Automata tune. As always, the fingering of the left hand is in the tabs, so I won't talk about that specifically, but I'll go through it and I'll note anything that I think might be helpful. Okay? Okay, so start out right here. Just so you know, in the right hand I'm doing thumb, and then I'm transitioning to index and using M and A for that. Now here, as soon as you hit this, you want to bring your middle finger in position for this artificial harmonic, okay? Bring it in position. Now you don't have to have, it's actually really important, I think, to build this chord as you need to play the notes themselves. So watch, I go middle finger, pinky, ring finger. This is a very strange chord. It would be really hard to just go, grab it all. So don't grab it all. Build it like this. Boom, boom, boom. I play the notes as I need them. Okay? Again. And I'm trying to not slide too much on the fretboard. I'm trying to just like kind of lift up here, and then move. It's tricky. Now I use this as a means to transition, right? I hold this as long as I can. Then I move. Here again, I'm sort of lifting off of the fretboard this way, so that I don't get like a slidey sound. Though that's not that important actually. And being that these are the strings that slide the most, these low ones. So I got this middle finger available, right? So put it down right there. Now, what you're going to have to do, every time I come back to this, it's like I have to sort of relearn exactly where to play these harmonics, but this is what I would have to do, right? I go, where's that one? There's that one. There's that one. So it's here, 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 and here, here. So you get the relative position now, right? So it's pretty close, right? Here we go. And again, on the left hand, I'm putting the fingers down as I need them, not before. Okay, so now we're into the main section. What I want to say for sure on this, and pretty much anything, is you want to make sure you are bringing out the melody more so than the inner voice, especially. So you really want to hear this, okay? You really want that, and because you know the song already, you're more likely to just, not really think about it that much, and that's okay. But it's better to really assume that you're playing this for somebody who's never heard it before, and you want to really shove the melody in someone's face. Not in terms of like, make it like loud and obnoxious sounding, but it should be louder than the rest of the elements. So now I'm doing a lot of like feathering the chords. I'm going boo-ding. I feel like I actually do that too much. So try to keep that to a minimum, unless there's a spot where you really want to kind of milk that moment. There's not much to say here. This is pretty easy. Again, this goes without saying, okay? But I want you to grab this, then put the other fingers down. This is a lot easier to get than this all at once. That's tricky. So let me go back. Pinky's going to slide down here. So I'm here, and when I'm here, I'm already thinking about where does this finger have to go? It's got to go right here, right? I'm using a hinge bar here. See what I'm doing here? It allows this D to ring out. So if I go here, right? If I just use my index finger here, it's a bigger leap from here to here than it is from hinge bar to here. So if I'm in a hinge, all I have to do is move up and then close the bar. If I'm here, I have to totally take my finger off and bring it up here. So this is a great opportunity for a hinge. Hinge. Easy. And I also notice that I don't slide the entire thing down like this. I actually kind of bring the tip of it up and then bring it back down. That minimizes the string shifting noise, and it gives you just a moment there where you're taking the pressure off, and that can help in the long run with your hand. I mean, over the course of the piece, because holding a lot of bars down, that can be kind of it can start to hurt a little bit. Build it as you need it, okay? Now everything can come off here, or the middle, the index finger can come off there. Hard string slide to avoid there. Let me go back a little bit. Again, I'm really these in the middle bass notes right here. That one, boom. I'm making those really, really quiet. I don't want to hear. Really kind of just subtle. The main bass note is that first one on the downbeat. Now here, the middle finger, we're going to keep that on and just slide it down. See that? We keep this bar up, then we slap it down here. Now here, I can actually take these two fingers off. Just try to not let them like accidentally strike any other strings, because you want to keep the offending string noise down. But we're going to keep this index finger here, so that bass note stays ringing out. Now here, closing it up, building it as I go. 3, 4. I'm using an open B here as a chance to shift to this position. Notice how again, I'm not slamming it all down like this. I'm going bam, bam. Okay, we're now basically it's going to repeat again, and the positions are very similar in the left hand. You're just going to be a little bit more active on the right hand. Now a lot of this, notice what my thumb is doing. Pluck, 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 pluck. Jumping down to here. A lot of times I'm using the bass, I'm using my thumb for the bass and the next accompanying note here. This is a slower song, so I don't think it matters too much to be very specific with the fingerings. Aside from later on when it gets a lot quicker, then I'll talk more about the right hand. But I think initially it doesn't really matter too much exactly what you do, just do what's comfortable. Again, a hinge bar, and you need to hinge so that the D can ring out. That. say here, just because we already went over it, it's just more stuff on the right hand. We get the same thing with that bass, right? Actually, this time, give it a little bit more weight. Now really build this one as you go, because this is an awkward chord, okay? So you're taking your pinky finger, grabbing harmonic right on the 7th fret. The 3rd finger is going to stay on. It's going to slide on up. Pinky's going to grab this hinge bar to grab this. And there's no elegant way to get to here, because you can't just do a hinge, because you need this note. So I'm just hopping it down like this and grabbing a little half bar. Now I think this is a good opportunity for a feather, right? Oops. Now, make sure this is a section where you really want to make sure the accompaniment is subdued. What do I mean by that? So, it doesn't sound quite as good to do that as it does to. Oops. So what I'm doing there is I'm making sure that the melody is nice and loud. It's like a degree louder. Noticeably, it's louder than the accompaniment. So it can really be exemplified by this beginning part. Try that. Barely play these. So some of those are a little bit easier to do than others. Some of those, there's sort of like a little melodic line in there. Like for example, when I get to here, that's almost like a little counter melody. So you can bring that out a little bit more, as long as it doesn't feel like that's actually the melody. So as far as fingering on the right hand, I mean, I'm literally just doing all my fingers and then A, PMI, everything, A, PMA, and notice I'm doing a little slide here, just like a little effect. Okay, now we're here, huh? Now this one, you gotta grab all that shit. Let me see if there's anything that I can point out here. Nothing really. Build as I go. 3rd finger stays on. Slide it on down. Come up just with that 3rd finger. Then I slap this down, right? And as soon as I get to here, I'm using that as a position to lift my index finger up, grab that. Oops. No easy way to get. Well, this is all. There's not much going on here, actually. Make sure you bring that melody out. And then this one here. You don't want to go. The melody is not. It's just that, right? So how do you achieve that? How do you make sure that you make that the melody? Well, You just physically play it louder than the other stuff, and you play the other stuff softer. Mostly you want to think about playing the other stuff softer. Right? I'm grabbing a bar here. Now a hinge, right? Straight into a hinge. And then you could actually stay on that hinge, slide it up. And we grab this, pinky's gonna stay on. I'm sliding up like that. Pinky stays on again. Grab this full chord. These subdue these a little bit right here. This is kind of tricky. You could do 2, 3, but I think I'm actually doing 2, 4, and then moving the 4, which is pretty freaking clunky. If you can get used to doing 2, 3, that'd probably be better. Now the melody actually goes, but the next accompanying note is right here, right? So actually, try this. I just realized something. Instead of playing the last melodic note here, play it here. Yeah, you can go. That's better, I think. I'm using 3, 3, 2, and 4 to 1. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And then the A bass note kind of rings out over it, so that kind of fills in any gaps you'd be hearing from you coming off strings that are ringing. Hinge, so that the A can ring out. Bring the hinge up. Now there's a big leap here. You're gonna have to work on just that leap, getting up here smoothly. But I'm just barring. I got my pinky on, and then I put my second finger on, then I slide down, right? Pinky just on, then 3, then 2. Now the rest of it, I'm just going to kind of play through it, see if there's anything different. The next repeat, it's definitely different. I'll definitely talk about that. But this stuff, not too much, not too crazy. Your left hand's going to feel very at home. Use that A as a chance to shift. The full length of that A to give yourself enough time to grab this position. Now it's tricky because instead of rifling through and being able to build the chord as you need it, this time you just gotta slap it down. Very clunky. Luckily, the 2 and 3 can stay. And actually, I'm actually taking the 2 off for a second. It's coming off, and then it's going back down. Bam. Do it again. Right here. Actually, maybe I'm not. Just leave it on. Let it slide, baby. Frickin' hinge. Just my bar down. 2, 3, and 4. Build this as you go. Index is off. Now for this, I should have mentioned this before, but 4 and 2 are going to stay on. And then I'm going to slap a 1 down. Now here, I think in the video I might be going using index finger here, and then bringing it down here, but you might as well just grab this with 3 and 4 and then use 2 here. That's a lot better. Now you can just grab 1 and 2 here, build this as you go. That's when you slap the full bar down. Tricky chord. Gotta go here. Now the middle finger's gonna stay on. That's the only one that's gonna stay on. And your bar. And you're gonna slide it down. No easy way to do all that stuff. A lot of this stuff. Keep in mind that whole thing of like build the chord as you go, because you're gonna be using that anytime you possibly can. Okay, now here I'm gonna go over at least that first pass on the right hand. Okay, I'm starting out with P and M, and then shifting straight to another P. Right there, and that's just and then I, P, I, M, I, P, I, M, A, M, P, I, M, P, and A. So that's it. I'm doing I, A. So that's important. You want to really make sure those are louder, okay? Try to make it so it's like, I'll exaggerate. Because that's the melody, right? I did a little too extreme there, I think. Build it as you go. The nice thing about this section is it sounds fast and intense, but in the left hand, you can actually build stuff. Build stuff over time. Care how you do this. Probably P and A, I, M, I, P, I, P, I, P, I, P, P, I, M, I, P, A, I, M, I. Luckily you can slide on down, right? I guess I'm just leaving my finger on there, letting it slide. Now here you can build, right? So P A, P I P, A I M I, P A, and that's P, P I P, A I M I. This is just P and A, P, I, P, M, P, I, P. Oops. Into a P, I, M, I, P, A, I, M, I. And then you're doing everything but A there. Yeah, so P, I, P. That's what I'm doing, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am I. Oops. Yeah, straight into this. Now for here, you're just going to do, it's the same pattern. P, A, P, I, P, M, right? Now here, you're going to use P, M, and A. P, I, P, M and A. Now the pattern switches up just a tad. P-A, M-I-M-P, A-M-I-M. You shift, do a little shift here. So now the 1 is where the 2 was. Then that's just P-I-M-I-A. I think that's right. Sorry, it's hard to do it slow. P. Yeah, so P. I. M. I. A. I. A. I. Yeah. Now, you're going to grab, I'll use a 2 here to grab this harmonic. Now, it was really tricky for me because I wanted to make this loud because it should be ringing out over everything. Just for some reason, it's just hard to get loud. And I'm doing it like this. Not like at the same time. Probably be better if I could do it at the same time. That kind of works, right? Now you can let off and then build these as you need them. Now we're back to the beginning, right? Same crap. Here, you can just keep this on, keep the hinge, take the pinky off, put the 3rd finger on, and that's your last note. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions regarding this particular tune. Go ahead, don't hesitate to send me a message about it. Alright, dogs. Peace.